Welcome to Gray Overload. I'm Anthony, and here are my thoughts on the Xbox Series X. I purchased the Xbox One X when it first came out on pre-order, and then I got it. And well, thankfully, I was able to order this because it seems like anything else dealing with computers these days, I cannot get a hold of. But this console, as you can see, this is the way I have it oriented when I play on it. It is connected to an LED LG 4K 49-inch TV. Nothing to write home about. It's got HDR2. It's kind of a mid-range from, 4 years ago roughly. So it's not a great TV. I'd love to be able to upgrade to OLED, but haven't had an opportunity to purchase one yet. And considering all the reviews that people have put out there on them and how good of a TV or good of a screen and experience they are, it's something I do want to try out. But I will be getting the Eve Spectrum monitor, and I do want to hook this up to see how well it compares to even my desktop. Maybe I'll have a new graphic, or maybe not, if I can ever figure out how to, get one on order. But going through this, you have your USB and your IR on this side. Then over here you have your 4K disc player as well, Blu-ray player, etc. Then you have your power button up here, which is just your Xbox button. On the bottom, you just see a little pad to hold it and the vents. And then on this side is, if you want to orient it on the side, you got your little rubber bumps. On the back, you can see Microsoft has some more vents, as well as your storage, your HDMI, your power, your Ethernet, and then your two more USBs. And this is just, got the Xbox, and then you have the top where Microsoft, if hopefully the camera picks it up, you got a little bit of green in there, so Microsoft kind of filled it in. And then you have your fan up on top as well. So the fan draws in, or draws air through it, and it does a pretty good job. I haven't had any issues with heating and cooling. Now, this is down in my basement, right? So I have it roughly at 22 degrees Celsius all the time in this basement. So does that, if you have it in a hotter environment, it will run hotter. Now, before I jump into more of some things I dislike about this, or some things that make you, take a second look at it, is the controller. I really, really like the controller. The controller here, how they've improved it, it's a little bit different dimensions in the Xbox One X one, which I have upstairs. That's where my Xbox One X is now. And this one has USB-C, so if you need that, it's USB-C to connect to your computer, or I believe you can charge with it. I use rechargeable batteries that I have down here. So, but you can see, I think, a little bit there, the texture of these controllers, or of the back of the controller, and then even the triggers have a little bit of texture there. And it has a good tactical feedback on all this. So I don't know if you can hear that, but they did a really good job. And then that just is quite of an improvement over the last generation. And I like the controller. If I'm playing 3-4 hours with it, they do a really great job, and I have no issues with it as well. Now, jumping into kind of giving more of my thoughts on the Xbox Series X, and I'm going to talk about this as in the current market as well. If you're looking for a GPU and you can't find one, I think that this is a good option if you want to get, or if you're looking at a computer in general and you can't find something with a reasonable price. For the price of this, $500, it is impressive. What Microsoft's able to do, even, for that matter, I'll mention the PS5 here. I haven't tested it. I'd love to get one and test it, but I just don't. The prices of GPUs are just insane right now, and this is an option people have to be able to, get up on gaming. Now, Microsoft already made some questionable moves regarding the Xbox, and that is, taking away Xbox Live, and then bringing it back, Xbox Live Gold, I should say, and that whole fiasco that they had a month or so ago. And this is, I know Microsoft really wants to go towards the Xbox Game Pass, and that makes sense, right? It's just, I don't have to talk to anybody there. It's just, we all know that that's where they want to go. I have my concerns, right? Xbox Game Pass, while it is great for the price, I just do not play that many games a month to be able to justify it in every single month continuously, right? I got a family to take care of. I work, regularly, and I have maintain, my yard here and everything else, and we like to go and do stuff. So there's a lot of other things to go off. So my game playing time is very well shrunk right now. I hope one day it gets a little bit more because, yeah, I like to catch up on my backlog, but I also have a huge backlog. So I don't feel like I should, need jump on Game Pass to play games online, etc. I think that Microsoft needs to roll up the whole online game playing for free. They need to make that part of their network. Whether you buy a device and it's on their network or whatever, if I go play a PC game, I buy the game and I can play online. So uh, Microsoft has that ability. They have the requirements that they can do. I can purchase a game and everything else. So let's kind of move that away from the Xbox Live Gold and let's move it just to be standard. You have access to play this online, and if you want to buy a game, whatever else, that's your option. I think that there's other options here than making the consumer to pay another monthly fee. And if you were to do that, Microsoft, that would be probably enough good will that a lot of people would jump on Xbox Game Pass. Instead, you're going to have people maybe jump on Xbox Game Pass by holding them hostage, and then you're going to have people that say, well, this is a bad idea, and you're going to be creating a bad situation worse for the gaming community as well, in my view. I can't buy a graphics card. Okay, then let's go to Sony and Xbox. Well, Xbox makes you pay an Xbox Game Pass in order to play online. Okay, I mean that's not going to work out too well for you. I don't think in the long run. You want to be creating goodwill going forward, and that's just how I see this gaming market going. And I'm the first one to admit that the Xbox Game Pass looks amazing. I just do not have the time to justify putting that much money in every single month in when I don't have that much time to play. And there might be some other people out there like me that are also making that decision as well. So we will see how they kind of transition the Xbox Live Gold going forward. They already transitioned Xbox Live to Xbox Network so that you can justify between the differences. So I think you can basically drop the Xbox Live Gold, maybe just do an upgrade of, hey, you get to try out Xbox Game Pass for this many months of your old subscription. Done. And if you want to continue, go from there. We will not be offering the Xbox Live Gold any further, and go from there. And I think that would leave you a good option where people could play online, especially Left Fortnites and everything else. And for those people that buy Halo, want to play online there, etc., Call of Duty, etc., they can do that. That's just I think an option that they need to do, and we will see if they do it. Um, Knowing Microsoft, they're not going to do it right, and they're going to cause some issues with the community. But who knows? They might have improved a little bit too at this time. Now, getting into more of the things I like about this is it's a great console. It's able to output, play games, load them really fast, and there's been no downtime. I was able to get up and running when I set up this console in a matter of minutes. From there, it updated and downloaded. Microsoft seems like they're putting more and more effort into the software and to upgrade it, that dashboard and everything else. Microsoft really needs to just make sure that this is all ironed out. Keep improving it month to month, because I think that's one place where they can really help out the consumers and show that this is a console that they really want people to use and to have a longevity with it. Is this going to be a console that kind of shows off what Microsoft's capable of, or is it going to show off where Microsoft's all their bad flaws? And that's really what it comes down to. And I think Microsoft's trying to make it to show off their best, ways. Time will tell if that's actually something they're going to do. I mean, they already had the little bit of mess up with the Xbox Live or Gold Live. So where is this going? And Microsoft, I think, with this capability, they just need to manufacture more. Like, right, this console is selling out so fast because everyone wants to be gaming right now, right? Like every graphics card, like every PS5, that they needed. And I think that they could have improved on the cooling a little bit more, if that's, bottom holes or whatever else. But overall, they did a pretty good job at getting this done. And I have no regrets in buying this, for as much as I'm going to use it until, I decide if I want to upgrade, I will get what I need out of it, right? It's already paid it off. It's, you know, for compared to my Vega 64, it seems like it seems better than it. Now I don't have a frames per frames, comparison, but it also with this desktop I have sitting over here, it is seems just as fast as loading, right? I compare this a lot to the Xbox One X, which I have upstairs. I don't like playing games on that one anymore. It's just too slow. So I kind of avoid playing games in there. I'll come down here, play games, either on it or depending on if I want to sit back and play games or stand up and play games because I have a standing desk. So I'll either play on my desktop or the Xbox, and it works great for that. I think Microsoft made a good choice of putting an SSD in here. I like to try their other stores to see how well that works, but overall, I have been impressed with this machine. And as much as I have, things that can be improved on, I think there are things that can be improved, right? I'm not going to sit here and say it's a piece of junk and you should throw it out. No, it's, things that, especially in the software side, not a whole bunch of exclusive content or games, that sort of stuff is missing. Now, I think Microsoft has the ability to even push this further because they can, they own a whole bunch of studios, right? They just put what was it, over $7 billion on um, Bethesda, right? And they have an opportunity to really churn out some really good games. They have some really good studios. I hope that they do, right? We have hopefully Halo, and hopefully they get Halo right. I don't care how long it takes, Microsoft. Get it right. Um, I helped test out some other Halo stuff as well, and I've played Halo before a little bit before, but a lot later on lately. I've been playing it, going through the whole series. I like it. I liked playing Halo, but get it right, Microsoft, because if you don't, it's going to drive people insane. So take your time, get these right. It's probably a good thing that we've had a delay on all these exclusive console or all these exclusive games because it would have just made all the supply issues even worse. But I really like the console overall. Yes, there's things that Microsoft can improve upon it, but only time will tell to see if Microsoft's going to do what's right by the consumer or go after it and really stab us in the back. So, with that, let me know what questions you have with this on any tests you want me to run on the Xbox Series X here. It's overall it's a nice console, looks good. I don't mind the look at all. So I appreciate what you guys have done for this channel. I appreciate you guys going through and helping and support Gray Overload here and helping this channel grow. I really appreciate it. I know that I haven't been churning out that many videos the last couple weeks. I had to finish a big project at work, and now that that project is done, I will have some more time to actually create videos and post them as well. So I do have a couple more already planned out, and hopefully I can get all that testing done so I can get those videos out to you. So until next time, I want to say God bless, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.